officially at 6:45. So if you want to, do whatever you do, this is your cast, sir. I will get out the way for a second, let you do your thing, because Mike, Mike love it. And I'll turn the music down. Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. What is on? I didn't do that. I'm over here tripping.
This is a crisis creation.
So you.
All right. Just getting this whole thing a little bit more situated.
Okay, just tell me when. You good? I'm not no rush.
All right.
Tell me when I turn the music on.
Shout out to Crisis Creations, by the way. These are his beats playing in the background. Got over 15 years worth of experience in mixing, mastering, and conducting sound the way he does. That boy fire. Every single bit of it. Every single bit of it. May infinite healing and wellness be upon you and yours. Nasir McCullers, also known as KS3 Revolutionary, and back with episodes 5. It's 5 or 6. I think it's 6. Conversations with the highly connected and protected, and today's episode is on the 6 imaginative faculties of the mind, actually. So, it's definitely something we're about to go ahead and get into. Okay. So, in this episode, we are going to be going over the 6 different faculties of the mind. So we have a better view and understanding on not only knowing what the faculties are, but how they come into effect in our own lives. So, welcome into the stage, co-host, guide Coach King Malik, also Source Energy as well.
Appreciate you always. Thank you. Thank you. I am Source Energy, God Coach King Malik. I am one of the universe's best examples of limitless love and eternal power and protection. Here with my God King son. Appreciate you, man.
You're always more than welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's up with you?
So, what are the 6 faculties of the mind? Imagination, will, perception, intuition,
No.
reason, and memory. So, considering I'm curious on exactly the, how would I put this? So, from my perspective, I'm asking you these questions because, like you, I know you have a lot of life experience, and you have different experiences that even just me seeing, just wanted to know how it made you through certain situations, and just seeing the result of that is exactly something I'm very grateful for. Being able to actually realize that and recognize that from us being as young as we were all the way up to now. So,
Well, I'm grateful that you're able to recognize what is for what it is in this perspective of learning and growing and proceeding forward with what is.
all right.
So
So, for our memory, what is something we can do now? First, yeah, okay. So, what is something that we can do to increase the quality of our memory?
well, to start with, from what I've had to study as a result of dealing with my mom's memory and just going even deeper because I know that I'm expanding myself and things of that nature. And I've watched my grandmother's memory deteriorate. I watched a few family members' memory deteriorate. So I've been studying a lot, attempting to basically understand more on how to deal with and what to do to assist memory that's already gone. But in that process, I've had to learn. I got a lot of pointers on how to keep your memory strong to begin. Like do your best to do what you can to keep your memory pretty much strong just by doing a few things in your life that are pretty much simple things. You know what I'm saying? Like simple, normal things that a lot of us are deprived from because of just life, work, job, family, what I'm saying, stresses of relationships and different situations, all these different things. You know what I'm saying? The powers of the vibration that is lower than you know, than the just low vibration that keeps you in a state of confusion, and that pulls away from your ability to, keep your memory strong because believe it or not, it's like simple things that you can do. You know what I mean? When your memory is good, get some sleep, work out, eat good, focus properly. You know what I mean? Focus, like literally do more positive thinking than not, because it's what I realize is the people that I respectfully that I know that I can personally say that has gone through some memory issues. It has been because of, well, like the negative part. I'm gonna give you. It seems like the ones who go through memory issues are the ones who seems like they're negative. The more positive ones and the ones who seem, and I'm not saying this is I hadn't done no research or said this is a study or nothing. I'm saying personally, and it could just be a personal perspective. It is a personal perspective of what I've seen and dealt with myself. But it seems like the more positive you are, the less chances you are for your memory to go bad. And if it does, you don't get negative in the process. You know what I'm saying? If it does. Just see, I've seen how it works from that perspective. But I wrote a couple of things down as far as because I have been working with my mom. So getting sleep, getting regular exercise, writing things down. Like writing things down is even, that's why they tell you, even in those all those Think and Grow Rich, all these different you know self improvement things that make you better in life. One things that activate the universe, get you closer to awakening. is when you write things down, it activates something in the universe. It's the same thing with your memory. You know what I'm saying? So you write things down, say it out loud. Same thing as an affirmation, an affirmation, or a mantra or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. It's like you have to write it down, say it out loud. You have to meditate, be as stress free as possible. That's what I was saying about that positive and negative. If you're less negative, you have a better chance. You stand a better chance of like having better thoughts, and that just goes with good memory in the first place. You think about the good and the not in the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But they have a bunch of concoctions that you can study, and I'm not going to say concoctions in a negative way because I really that word has been thrown around. I'm not even. I should really do research. Why don't you look that word up right quick? But anyway, they have
Is which
supplements.
word again?
Concoction. I think it's just basically the way I understand. It's a bunch of stuff you throw together, however you know what I'm saying, whatever you come up with. That's just the very basic. But they got a lot of brain supplements that are natural that to help, and you can try different ones. A big deal though, decrease sugar. Sugar is dangerous on everything. You know what I'm saying? Decreasing sugar can really assist your memory not going bad by not doing a lot before, but it assists if your memory is bad, it can help you get back right. Um, you know, uh, you know, do your best not to intake no negative stuff, like I said. But one of the bigger things I read and realized that is a big deal for helping your memory, for helping vitamin D. Vitamin D, getting sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Being one in the nature and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a really, really big deal. You know what I'm saying? And it actually helps. I wrote a few things down. It says this vitamin D study improves the brain function and strength and memory. And it also found that the higher levels of vitamin D are associated with better cognitive functions and stronger memory. And a slower progression of cognitive, default. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's so just to go outside, get you some sunlight, but vitamin D as a natural substance, if you can eat foods that are high in vitamin D. It's a few things, but I think, I've gathered this, man. You know, it's all about perception. It's all about the fact of, your thought processes and how you're really presenting things, you know what I'm saying? How you're receiving things and that, of that nature and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I think your screen's stuck.
Yeah, it might be stuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull you off right fast, and you can come back. I'll hold it down for a second,
All right.
but I'll keep saying what I was saying because I know you're in the building. Um, yeah, but stay active, eat healthy, stay mentally active. Communicate with people who mean you well. You know what I'm saying? Um, that just do your best to stay as positive and as upbeat as possible while you're young, and stay in a crowd of stay away from that crap, the negative energy and the backbiting and the all of that stuff, because it really has a future effect on cancer. It has a future effect on life in general. It's interesting how you know your memory it's like I don't know, looking at my own experience and just paying attention, it seems like I could see firsthand that you act up and you might have memory issues when you're older. You know what I'm saying? You act up when you're younger. And I'm not saying all like that. We all go through something. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then these experiences are they're they're written. They're what is they're already destined. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. But yeah, it shows that you get more vitamin D. It can help memory tremendously. There's a lot of studies that prove that. You can easily Google that. You know, that's not a hard one at all. I'm going to start this thing we started. I got to do my checklist. I was checking you all the whole time, asking you if you were ready, and I didn't even press record on the roadcaster. But it's okay because I got the audio on here.
Yes, sir. Well, that's a good.
Yeah, all is well. So
That's a good thing for sure.
yeah, it's all tied in. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So
Excuse me.
My insight when it comes down to something that we can do when it comes to increasing the quality of our memory will be like awareness of the words that you use. And the reason I say that is because it plays a good part. The words that you use play a good part in play a big part in subconsciously how you're receiving the information, just the words that you're utilizing. Because when you continue to utilize certain words, like say for instance utilizing the word I forget or I forgot rather than I remember, because even when you're remembering back on it, you're still trying to figure out what did I forget. The word forget is still in there, but when you're utilizing the word remember, is the very first word you're thinking about is remembering. And once you're thinking about the whole aspect of remembering and coming from it from that perspective, then it's going to, just for me, it has assisted me with being able to actually remember things better just by the simple words that I use. So,
Yeah, that's real. I mean, that's a part of the experience of creating and knowing that you are really doing. I meant to say, there's a another thing you can do as far as memory is concerned. That is a technique that's you can focus and imagine yourself. Okay, so it's just like basically using your imagination. Okay, we all do that. We all got the power to do that. Here we go. Really, really using your God power and tapping in. Like really get into a space. Take 3 deep breaths. Let them out. Get your mind as clear as possible. If it takes more than 3 deep breaths, if you need to take a 5-10 minute session just to get yourself prepared to imagine, because what the effect is going to be from how well you connect into your imagination as far as this is concerned. Because if you do this correctly, you won't have any memory issues anymore, because your imagination is the creative power. So what you would do is you would focus and you would imagine yourself commanding and allowing yourself to remember the things that you think you may have forgotten. You know what I'm saying? So, what you would really do, just try this, like really get yourself in a meditative state. I mean, really attempt to do this, because you do this regularly and the universe always taps in. We tap in, we are tapped in, and we decide to give, and I said clearly, focus and imagine yourself commanding and allowing yourself to remember the things that you may have forgotten, anything you may have forgotten. And then your memory will have to start, you triggering things. You know what I'm saying? It has to yield you what it is you're requesting, because your imagination is, you're going to see yourself like sitting there commanding yourself to remember. And in a commandment, because you are I am, you're going to see yourself receive the effective response to your thoughts, and you're going to get to remember things. You'll come out of that remembering way better, and you keep doing that, you keep doing that, you keep applying that. It's a technique. Just do it. And then look, everything is a technique. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a technique. It requires your first you know ability to agree or accept, or know that you have the power to do so. You know what I'm saying? I am. Everything you decide is done. You know what I'm saying? It's in vibrational escrow waiting for you to line up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the experience is. I have deep experiences to share, from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom, back to the top, in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Going back to what you would think would be the bottom. But to me, I've always been at the top based upon the spiritual awareness of every move that has been made, or every process that has been, presented, because my perception has had to be in a state of God consciousness and imagining the end result. And that's how I know it works, because I'm watching my mother recover from her memory issues as I give you these techniques, because they work. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, supplements, you have to do your research on the supplements. And then there's certain things that work for some people that don't work for others, just based upon the chemistry and what you eat. Get the toxins out your body, do a cleanse, and then, come up with it. You know what I'm saying? Go to Yaki Awaken. You might be able to pull his stuff up, but Yaki Awaken. I don't know the brother personally, but the research that I've seen he's done and everything, I'm at him. You know what I'm saying? He really effective with the information, and if he got receipts, if you go follow up on him, he can give you the information. But I noticed that a lot of information about your memory, about your gut, about everything, and it's all about the energy that we're putting in. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about you can, like you were saying, hey, those words, man. Those words are creating your path from now to now on, eternally. You know? Yeah. Shout out to Yaki. Yeah. Shout out to the brother because he's got some real information. Why your screen don't show up clear like?
I have no idea what that one. I
Yeah,
haven't
because
looked.
that's a bold look. Well, at least y'all know Yaki. I would I was let me see. I'm not sure how to. Can you refresh your screen or something, or put it on a different a resolution or something, so that it will show up on the live screen a little more clear than that?
Getting that worked out right now.
Okay, no problem. We'll get back to. I'll pull it down until you do. You can tell me when you got it straight. You'll know on your side, right? But anyway, we can increase. We can go back to it. But I just want to give a brother a shout out anyway. Because of that being one of the places. And then Dr. B Serious, I think, has some products too that from reviews seem to be good, but I haven't used them or anything, so I can't say that is the case.
All right.
Okay, let me see if did it pop up. No, you both of your joints went off, both of those other ones, but it's okay, man. Well, they got the message. So anyway, but anyway, let's go.
All right. Let's see real quick. So, what is one way we can increase the quality of our mental faculty reasoning? So,
Mental faculty of reasoning. Okay, so if I'm correct,
so like looking at the definition of reason, the
mhm,
power of the mind to think, understand, and form judgments logically. It's like
okay,
just like through my understanding of it, it's like the understanding of actually thinking about things logically before you do them and actually knowing and understanding the consequences before you even do certain things and just having the reasoning to know between right and wrong without having to think about it.
okay. Ask that question again.
What is one thing we can do to increase the quality of our mental faculty reasoning?
Mental faculty reasoning. Okay, and then you're clear about the definition of reasoning. I get that. I concur, and I want to add to. Okay, so based upon that question, it could be yeah, and giving the definition of reasoning is very very compliant to what I was going to say because when I hear it, it's like you're asking me the quality of mental faculty reasoning. It's kind of
So,
like you asking me about one's emotional intelligence in a sense.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Because it's
that
kind of
mixed with like exactly how you were saying earlier. It was what was it? Like being solution based minded.
right. I
Like
get it. Yeah, because I get it, but because I wanted to clear that up because I wanted to share, not clear it up because it wasn't not it was very clear. Emotional intelligence and the mental faculty of reasoning is kind of like a little bit tied together. It's called the emotional quotient for real, something like that is the real name, or EQ. That's what they kind of did. But it's the ability to under or understand the use and manage your own emotions, kind of like what you're saying, reasoning, but kind of in management form of reasoning. Because same thing, reasoning, but you just a little deeper in the perspective of that. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of like how. So looking at that, it's just basically how do you increase the value of your ability of understanding the use and managing your own. It's inner work. It's the meditating. It's the you know it's not just the lip service, it's that body movement. You got to do something. You got to physically do something. You got to do something. If it's some jumping jacks, push ups, if it's, you got to do something. If you can't do nothing, you got to imagine yourself doing something. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you got to put this into action so that you can trigger the thing in your vibration that does not know the difference. You know those tests that they were doing about the athletes that they had run a race and then they put them on and they monitored them while they were racing on the treadmills or whatnot. And then they sat them down and told them to imagine that same race from start to finish and everything was the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's if you cannot do it, I'm speaking of people who physically can't do it. If you can physically do it, get your lazy ass up and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll help. Like for
Really
real. I mean,
does.
how you gonna do anything if you're not willing to move around? The universe likes vibrate. The universe is vibration. You know what I'm saying? You sitting your ass still, not allowing the cells to, get into action and everything. What do you expect? It's like an opening of different chakra systems, not just chakras, but portals in this whole thing for your avatar to be able to even move through a certain, quantum field because you'll never get to your other quantum being in your mind, not wanting to actively do something. Man, I tried to meditate. Did you try to do some jumping jacks before you meditate or some push-ups so you can really focus on meditating like that? Because that'll make you change, especially if you can't do no push-ups. Say like you can't do but 10, you get to 8. You know what I'm saying? You have to focus there for a minute. Then you have to clear your mind, try to do 2 more push-ups. Okay, now, yeah, you're thinking about something different than what you was thinking about whatever else you was thinking about. Now you're thinking about push-ups, whether or not you could do them or not. Now you have only one thing you got to get out your mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's them damn push-ups. Focus now your mind and then go into meditation. Figure out some kind of trigger. It's always a trigger, man. You know what I'm saying? And we can simply find them. And if you live in if you melanated, all these triggers, bro. We've been had them since we've been in the hood, since we've been, in the field. All of us, all of my brothers, y'all can relate. Like we have had to make all kind of things. We have to think in, out, beside, upside down, twist, turn, out the box, in the box, regardless if we knew what was going on or not. Hey man, I'm grateful that we got the ancestors on our side, been giving us direction, whether or not we knew it or not. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful that I'm awakened in the sense of being able to share it at this point. Please like and subscribe and share if anything else. If anything, you see the Cash App, it's there if you do. But if not, if nothing else, please like and subscribe or share if you don't. Someone can use the information. There's something on here. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love. Okay, so yeah, it's just the managing
Straight
of
like
your
that.
emotions and really, the mental faculties are just that. Once you get in touch with yourself in that mirror, once you get, checked in with source, once you know that this is what it is and you don't have no options and no, really for the facts of you're responsible for all the actions and activities of your mind. And man, you can imagine everything. You get everything you imagine up, down, side to side, in, out. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, it's already set. It's simple. It's way more simple. We're gonna be giving way more simple direction to be able to change and fix because I'm having to use them and prove them in action in front of my family because of things we always deal with or we have to deal with as a course of our, vibration at the time because nobody's perfect. I don't care if you're the wealthiest in terms of finance or anything, you're going through something. I don't care if you think you're the wealthiest. Yeah, hey man, you're really going through something. You know what I'm saying? And I know that it's a process of balance, and something could be easy for you the more you get because maybe you're wealthy because you have experienced that. I know that I'm wealthy. I'm so wealthy in the sense of I know that everything on this planet I have access to. I've been blessed with this beautiful foundation of a family. Whether or not I got it, material or not right now really is very unimportant because what's important is I get to live with have my parents. I'm raising my family in the process of that. We are truly, we have real love for each other. We're really building legacy by, sharing our experiences and sharing the things that we know. Like this right here, I know about this memory stuff. I know this. I grew up in family that didn't really take care of themselves, and a lot of them got dementia and Alzheimer's, and they really, really didn't, really take care of themselves in that aspect. Gave me a lot of incentive to take care of myself. 330, 340. I think the biggest I got was like 343 was when I looked at that. Man, I'm never gonna get past 200 again. I'm at the 195 mark. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're gonna stay pretty much accurately, unless I decide I have to bulk up or something for something that we're doing. But it's not like that. I'm just saying in the sense of I know what I can and can't do, and I know we all can. We got that power. So control your memory by controlling your vessel right now. No matter what age you are, stop, man. Make a decision. You know what I'm saying? We all have to make decisions. I mean, I have to make them every. We all have to make decisions all the time. Take them seriously. The more practice you get making, serious decisions in the sense of checkmating yourself, you'll never hear nobody else have to check you. They'll never be able to say anything to you up front.
Right, that right there, because shoot. First of all, I received that. Second of all,
Ashe.
once you just accept, once you know what you know is meant for you and take responsibility for it, it'll flow. You
No, it
won't even
has
have to
to.
try anything.
No, it's no try anyway. That's a facade. It's not a try. It's a I am. It's a decision to make. Every time you say it, you get it. It's just if you don't see it physically, it's just because vibrationally you haven't lined up to it in this physical realm. But believe me, you in some quantum field sitting right in it or beside it or with it in your hand or in your account, whatever it is, I truly know that now because of tapping in and having these experiences really showed me that we do control it. And it's really about that. So whatever you're looking at is what you got. So I would say if you want more, be more, because that's what gets more. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is true. True from the act of 55 years and hey, being conscious, like for real conscious, awakened for 15 of those years, like awaken and becoming, realizing that when you wake up, it still levels to that. Like you really lose baggage and depends on who you were with and how you were raised. It's a lot of baggage that you don't realize after you knew you had something figured out. You knew you believed that, and then something come and swoop your ass right up off the podium with that. You realize that was like, wow, how. But hey, it is what it is. Our thoughts and our perceptions control our everything. You know what I'm saying? And then our imagination of it is what we get as a response to it. So we just got to be on some, man, check your intuition. Listen to what you putting in, you get out. The more man. That's what I'm gonna keep on making sure we press. Foot on the neck, gas pedal to the flow, brakes out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Intuition, that's it. Imagination, that's it. Everything is God. All I am. Everything is source. I think you blinked out again, so I'll give you a time to come back in. Yep, but then you can get at me with the next one. My intention,
Yeah, my
my
first.
commandment, I command and I allow that all the power and the energy that I have within me, all the peace, love, and power that is upon me, be activated within you and share with you in a most positive and powerful place. Forgive that screen popping in and out. We're having technical difficulties a little
I
bit.
don't even know how this is happening.
It's it's not. I'm gonna remove you as a guest, and maybe you can come back. Just try like that. But yeah, it's a
So
few.
I can
You
still
let,
be heard, right?
yeah, you can still be heard, but you need to come on because this is your show, not mine. Because if that's the case, I got to go off the camera too. This is your show, man.
Okay. Excuse me for the technical difficulties. I do not know exactly why my camera is doing this.
I don't either, man. All I know is, it kind of sucks, bro. Like your camera sucks, bro. Hey, would you go cut him on the GoPro? We got an engineer up in this joint, sound, audio, video, but he ain't messing with us right now. He got some other stuff going on. Like, man, I ain't in y'all's live, man. That's y'all station. Okay, what do we got? What do we got?
Okay.
Actually, I was saying if you can cut the GoPro camera on to see if that other camera will give it any sight. Okay, what's up over there?
I don't know. For some reason, it's saying it's unable to access the camera.
What device are you on? When
The
the
tap.
last time your computer been restarted, man? You just put your stuff on sleep all the time, don't you?
Either I sleep it or
I'm
shut
no,
it
no, no.
down.
I'm going to No, no, no. That's not the question. The question was you put your computer on sleep all the time. You said either I. You do put your computer on sleep most of the time, right?
Yes, sir.
When the last time you shut it down? For real. Let's be real.
Like shut it down. I think it might have been maybe 4 or 5 days.
Okay. You just said like you shut it down just as much as restart your computer and come on back in. But is there something that you would like me to continue to speak about, or you can be speaking while you're waiting for your video because I do have you in the queue for audio.
All right. Well, we'll get on to the question that came after the second one. What is one way we can continue to increase the quality of our perception? So when I'm asking this question, I'm speaking like in terms of looking for new ways of thinking and outside the perspective that we usually are viewing everything from, so we can allow in new experiences to our life that will make us have to feel things that we've never felt before, which will provide us with a whole new experience and expand our vision of how we see things through the experiences.
Okay. All right. That was you threw a curveball in there. You said quality of perception
Yes, sir.
to increase. How to increase?
The quality of our perception.
All right. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to go back to something right quick. We was talking about the emotional and the quality of reasoning. Um, I just wanted to make sure I effectively did something. Is your computer coming back up?
I'm bringing it back up right now.
Okay. Because I wanted to make sure that the emotional intelligence and the reasoning comparison was kind of a little more clear. Okay. Because in asking about one's reasoning ability or mental faculty to reason or their ability to and one's emotional intelligence in comparison, to me it's like this. I feel like in any of this you have to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? First, be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful that you have an ability to even do anything to figure out these experiences and listen to the inner voice, the intuition, the voice that's constantly telling you the right thing that you know every time you don't listen to, you go the wrong direction. Focusing on, self management, exercising, like I said, meditating, getting into a habit of, especially young women as well. We need to actively, as energy fields of creation, do this collectively. You know what I'm saying? We all need to be doing this. It's not an age bracket. If you're older, you should start now. If you haven't been, if you're younger, you should share with your the youth around. You should start now. You should find out or get someone who can assist you to that if you don't know, or subscribe and follow and subscribe and like, share this information. We're going to keep on sharing more and more information that will get more and more awareness to each and every human being who actually hears or comes into vibration with us. So yeah, self-management, that exercise, and be, like I said, be grateful and know what your mission is, know who you are, figure that self thing out. you know Go to the mirror. You go to the mirror enough, you're going to figure it out. You're gonna figure it out. You go to the mirror enough, like seriously, you don't even know have to just look at yourself. Just look at yourself. No judgment. Blank your mind and look at yourself. You're gonna go into a trance. You're gonna go into a hypnotic trance, and you're gonna find yourself. But I say this, I'm not gonna be responsible for you going in the mirror and you got a low vibration, and then some spirits jump out at your ass. Okay, that's not. I'm not taking that responsibility. What I'm gonna do is I'm just saying, like with a pure state of mind, look at yourself. Pull the God out of you. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to see God in you. Allow yourself to allow source to speak through you so you can hear your intuition clearly and you can recognize that it's only you and God that exists in you. And the only Jesus, the only Christ, the only any entity, the only source or anything is you. There's only one thing that you must be willing and able to, comply to, and that's the fact that you are being guided by the source. Your intuition is giving you that, and then you have the opportunity to take that information and think and do whatever you choose to by imagining it. You know what I'm saying? And serious, that's very very dangerous in the sense because you can imagine whatever you want, and you can get exactly what you want. And if you're imagining low energy and you're vibrating low, then you got a bunch of low stuff coming. But it applies itself in every aspect. I'm a good example. I rode the low horse a long time, the high horse too. And the high horse, you get knocked off that mug. So I say you can ride the high horse. I just say you better know how to balance that joint because I'm gonna forever be on the high horse, but in a different vibration because it's different vibration as a high horse. The high horse with the wrong vibration, you get kicked off that bitch all the time. You know what I'm saying? High horse with the right vibration, it seems like the horse just keeps getting higher. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, in the sense of spiritually, being aware and conscious of things. Okay, self awareness, being, checking yourself constantly. Self awareness, like somebody got some judgment upon you, you don't have to accept that, but you place the, question upon yourself. If you don't feel like that about yourself, you don't accept that. You know what I'm saying? And if you do feel like that about yourself, then you need to check that. You know what I'm saying? For real, because if somebody can identify and you feel that way, then hey, this you is being illuminated. You get in the mirror right there in your face in active activity, right there in your joint, right there in your everything you asked for is right there. So you get it. You know what I'm saying? And social awareness, I say, is this. This is all a part of like this, reasoning, tapping into your emotional intelligence so you can move around this joint right and not get your head blasted off. You know what I'm saying? And not in the sense of several things, like blasted with a physical means or blasted in the sense of the spiritual means, and you're out here walking dead. You dig what I'm saying? So mind your business. That's the most social awareness I could tell you. Mind your business. If you're not assisting someone to a positive state or you're not doing something to assist someone to a greater perspective of thought or a greater perspective of, gaining profit in some type of a way that's positive, then mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Keep that other stuff to off the block. You dig what I'm saying? And and the last doing research, I know there's a lot of things said. The last one is like for emotional intelligence is like relationship management. But I feel like that's the most important one because the relationship with yourself is the one that controls everything that you go through, who you attract into your experience, because everything is a mirror. Everything we attracting only what we are. So you can only get what you are. I don't care if you want that, whatever it is you want, when you get it, it's exactly who you are. So if you keep on hitting low, you know what I'm saying? That's really where you are. Like you don't get high from low. You don't get low from high. It just don't work like that. I'm from my own experiences and I've been hard body. I've been pressing the gas to the floor for a long time. Like you know what I'm saying? Before I ever had a family, gas pedal to the flow. Just like that. And I'm gonna tell you, certain things just universally don't work. You know what I'm saying? So that thing about the relationship, I feel like, yeah, it seems like they put it last because they're telling you got to do all these things. Self awareness, but the self awareness, all that thing is everything is about your, relationship with yourself. And I think you can accomplish all the other things, especially when you realize that you I am. When you realize I am. When you realize you can look at everything about your perspective and realize, you know. So you said that I went there for a minute, but you said to increase the quality of your perception, right?
Yes, sir. Just the way you see things.
The way you see things that comes still into the relationship management. All of those characteristics of how you carry yourself or how you look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because however you look at yourself is how you're gonna perceive outside of yourself. If you're looking at yourself pretty much in a low vibration way, it's no way that you can put out vibrations that's gonna look at anything from a higher perspective. Like it doesn't. The universe hasn't worked for me like that. When I ain't never been no hater, I've had low vibrational energy when people have done stuff to me, but I realized a long time ago my thoughts are dangerous, and I be putting stuff into the ether that I have put things into the ether that I realized later on that you just have to be mindful. So your perception is in order to increase your value of perception, it's increase your value of yourself, looking at how you look at yourself and how you know yourself and how you understand the qualities and the power that is within. You know what I mean? That's that thing right there. That's that thing. You know what I'm saying? That I'm always in front of you all with. That's that thing. Checkmate myself. Y'all see me checking me all the time. Like y'all do. You do. You can't say you don't. You can probably give more examples than I can because I'm speaking to y'all in the present moment.
And then your
So
actions are very intentional, so it shows for those who do pay attention. Because
yeah.
that's a great example where I got it from, and exactly why I am the way I am about a lot of things.
Well, I'm grateful, man. You're a good representation to me to assist me even to keep my situation straight. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna always be because this is how it's written. My story is amazing after I tapped in and realized. I mean, I'm saying amazing not for holding the ego. I'm saying for the fact of now I see how it can effectively assist someone else because the tap in, man. But okay, so to increase the quality of perception was one thing, but that I was saying, but focus on your own view of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because the only view of any that matters, a relationship with yourself. Create supporting, affirmations affirming, that you support yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your own affirmations. Don't and I'm not saying that you can't utilize somebody else's because affirmations are affirmations, especially if you're using the power of them and you're tapped into them. So no disrespect. I'm just saying because you are the creator and all your words matter, you are just the same as they created those words and made them useful for you. You can create your own words and they're to me more powerful because your design is your design. Nobody can match you. We one of a kind while we're here in this space and we co-create and we, recreate, ourselves and give ourselves the opportunity to extend even more when we do this thing correct. You know what I mean? So but yeah, but say, stay active. I say this, dudes, when you do these affirmations, when you make these affirmations, say them while you're being active. Don't just sit down and say the affirmations. Don't just sit there. Say them while you're running. Say them while you're working out. If you playing ball or something, say them while you balling. Say them while doing anything. If you got hey, say them over an instrumental. Just say them joints. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't rap, it doesn't matter. If you don't sing, it doesn't matter. Say it, creatively. Just put it into the ether so that you can see that the universe really gives. You know what I'm saying? It gives, and I'm in total receive mode so that I can give. I man, like I said, I command and allow and intend. Well, I can pull the intention out because the commandment and the allowment gives the power for it all to be shared in equal form to all of those who come in contact with the vibration of my voice, my sight, you hear about or anything like that in love and peace. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Imagination, I think that, like I said, listen to your intuition and connect to the full ability of your imagination as best as possible. For the rest of the time that I'm present in this existence, I realize that, all the things that I've experienced, all the things that I've thought, they've been via the intuition that is within me and my imagination as a result of me listening to it or not. The result, imagination. I'm talking about listening to it or not. And then, realizing tapping all these different experiences that were spiritual, that seemed paranormal into the experience and recognizing they were just everything is signs, all of these, and then getting my numbers read and getting tapped in. Now you know. Now you know. So it's just a simple format that you have to get with inside of yourself. When you realize that I am, it comes to you clearly because all you got to do is listen to you. You don't have to go outside of you. We don't have to go. It's nothing outside of us that can give us what it is we're actually looking for. The only answer is within us. You can get a guide from someone else, and I'm so grateful for all the ones who share, like really, like so grateful for all of the ones who give insight and enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that that share experiences that co-create thoughts that assist confirming that it's your intuition and your imagination and the ability for you to have faith in that, knowing that it's going to come to pass because it always does. The part you don't like and the part you like, it is what it is. So
Ashe.
Ashe.
So for some reason, my camera would not, for any reason, come back on.
No problem, I can hear you, and I see your profile up there, so it's good.
All
And
right.
I'll stay on the screen just because it's this is respect. It's your show though, bro. I should be the guest should not have to be on the screen. I should be off the screen, doing what I want to do, like you off the screen, do what you want to do.
I mean,
I'm just messing with you, man. Let's go because there's not that much left. I jumped to the imagination thing because I knew that was the next question, but my bad.
No, you all good. You very much all good. That's what the conversation with the highly connected and protected is
Yeah, I
about.
appreciate that. I appreciate you bringing me back to the term. It's your show. It's your show, player. I'm here with you, my brother, my God King son. My connection to these, to the future now me, and I'm so grateful to be able to speak to my 19, 20, 21 year old, my 8 year old me right here. I had to speak to my 8 year old me a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude right here. I guess, come on, man. Come over here so they can see you for a second. I said I was going to bring you over here. This dude right here, I had to say stuff to this dude, like, man, bro, like, come on, man. It's all good, though. He already, this is his show. Yeah. So I'll let you come back in a minute. Let me finish the show because I want you to say something. Because you talk a lot. I want to see what you would say. I ain't scared. He might put us on blast on live, man. Hey, I don't know. Come on, let's go. Yeah, put him in here and leave and remain no telling what might happen.
Yeah, I still don't know exactly why this is doing this, but
I can hear you though. You're not jumping like I can hear you. I got you tapped in. I can hear you, but I don't know if you're being heard through the live or not though, to be totally honest.
I think I might be because I'm connected to the roadcaster.
Yeah, you are connected to the roadcaster, but I do not see you. Oh, because you're not going through on there. Okay, let's go, man. Let's go. We don't want to be too talky on other things because we can keep there.
All right. So the last question is what is an action step we can take to increase the quality of our will? And that's like more so your intention of living and how you
That's the
want.
last question.
What is something that we can do to increase the quality of our will, like will? And when I'm speaking of will, I'm speaking like willpower in a sense.
Okay, that's not the last question, but it's okay. You can go ahead. I love you, man. You don't want to get on. You don't want to get on live, so you gotta go to the bathroom. That's what's up. I see you. Hey, see to it that he get in, crisis, please, because
So I had put
From my
I ended up asking the quality of intuition a little bit earlier.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yes, sir. But all the other questions we have went through, it's just the last.
Well, okay,
question.
no problem, no problem. I got some. I still wanted to share. I could share with you on that. So the quality of will. really, man, I have a process, and I feel like it because it works for me. I feel like it can work for everybody because we all have the equal source. We all are equal in source energy. We all have access, just on different levels that we choose to be on. And I'm gonna say that the quality of will is for you to command and allow. Then your will shall be done. That's it. It's just that simple. It's nothing complicated. You know what I'm saying? The power of will, the quality of will, the all of that is basically to command and allow, then your will shall be done because I am source energy. I am, the creator of my own situation. I command and allow, and my will shall be done. You know what I'm saying? And so is yours. I'm not speaking from a singular position. I'm speaking from a, plural, and no, not plural, but parallel position because I know that I am you and you are me. And I'm speaking to everyone that can hear me, that can see me, that can feel me, that can acknowledge the fact that you are me and I am here. And we are here together. So it is what it is. You could like it or not. I don't care. You know.
Yes, sir.
And then, you have to be really clear. Like we creating every thought we have, and when we're putting it into the perspective of we're asking, we getting it. Everything is already in vibrational escrow. If you want it, focus on it and imagine yourself with it, and you'll align up to it, and it'll prove itself to you. It's so many people on the internet now that are getting these things, and they're getting good things, and they're getting what others would say bad things. It's not a good and bad. People are getting the desires of their heart. Everybody be happy. Do your thing. Just don't do it at the cause of others. Don't harm nobody else in the fact of you having to get your so-called happiness, because it's not really happiness if you put in your, if you now somebody chooses their free will and it happens to be what it is, everybody riding in their own ride. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you jump in the car with another person and you ride like it is what it is. But you be responsible for that. Like, but on everything. I appreciate the opportunity to share, and thank you for asking the questions that you ask, because I get to share the things that I know I experienced with my mom and you all, and I didn't even really get to the part about, but this is based upon a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? A whole thing. So I
Yes, sir.
appreciate it again, and for all perspectives of everything. I'm Source Energy God Coach. Oh, first of all, do you have any other questions? Because I don't want to just shut your program down.
No, that was the last question that I had.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to be present with you and with anyone and everyone who may come across this video, may of course come across a clip of this video to come back to the live. Please, check us out. Tap in. VortexNowNetwork.tv. Please like and subscribe, share. Donate if it resonates, if you realize that you are helping the family, support the family, then I appreciate. All is well. Love is always better than sharing. If you cannot give, I'm not asking for anything but love, and love come in all kind of ways. If you share it to somebody that need it, you got my love anyway. You know what I'm saying? For real. Enemies, you know what I'm saying? If you're on here, then hey, bless you, because it don't matter about that. Yeah, I said I don't love my enemies, but that don't mean I don't know them and I don't respect, because I respect the fact that, you know, you, you're the other side of me for some reason. And I know that we all exist for strong reasons of, a better space. So
Yes, sir.
it is what it is. Thank you again. I'm Source Energy God Coach King Malik. I am one of the universe's best examples of limitless love and eternal power. Yo, thank you, man.
Always more than welcome.
Ashe.
Ashe.
What's that, family? Much love, much peace. All the power, 100,000. Blessings.